What's up, everybody? What's up? Hope y'all having a good day, good weekend, all that. And thank you for watching again, tuning back into the channel. I wanted to put up another video today. I have another project I'm working on here. I am working on the Cherokee. I did a few things. I changed the throttle position sensor again, which I didn't obviously record a video for that because it's pretty simple. There's two, one here and one on the other side of the connectors, Torx bits, 25 T25 Torx bit, to change that out, easy peasy. But I did that. I also cut and folded the front of the wheel, the fenders for the wheel well and the fenders, which is pretty self-explanatory. There's videos out there. I mean, I could have sent you another one, the video, but you're basically going to cut and trim, or slice these tabs, every bit of whatever, whatever is good for, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people go an inch, every inch or so, or whatever. You're going to slit them and then hammer them up and in like that, and you know, and you're gonna do that right up to this body line here, and that'll allow you for clearance for bigger tires, everything else, whatever. I did it to the back the other day too, but I never did a video of that either, obviously. But it's nothing I'm gonna really, it's doing this is gonna help you clear bigger tires. But I mainly did it for two reasons. Number one, because the Jeep is rusty, as you can see, has rot. So I wanted to take the flares off in general and do this, because you can see there. But I wanted to do this so I had number one, also clearance for the bigger tires, because I do plan on getting bigger, taller tires for this. Nothing too crazy, because I still got to do the suspension, get a lift for it. But also, because if I left the factory flares, it was only going to rust more. Yes, I got to trim, I got to sand all this lip and paint that so it doesn't rust more too. But the factory flares trap so much dirt back here. There you go. Now you can see. But it traps so much dirt that it rusts out behind the flares, which is the main reason I did this, because I didn't want the Jeep to rust even more around there with all the flares on. So I took the flares off. Then I also had planned to cut and fold trim. That way I could fit a little bit bigger of a tire. I don't know what I'm going to go yet, size tire. Probably 30s or 31s. I don't know when I'm going to ever lift it. I know I could probably fit 31s on the factory size, factory suspension, if this factory suspension wasn't worn out to begin with. Because I had the factory 235, 75 tires on here, and it was pretty close back there because the leaves are shot. I'm eventually going to get stock leaf springs or a 2-inch leaf spring pack and go only. My goal is pretty much only a 2-inch lift. If I go 3-inch, maybe a 3-inch, but because I have some lift components for a 3-inch lift, front and rear. But that being the case, I really don't want to go anything higher than 2 inches, possibly 3. It's just a daily driver. It's nothing that's going to be off-roading all the time. It's going to be a workhorse, and the suspension's worn out, played out anyway. So it's just better off at this point for me to replace suspension with lift stuff, which I have. So that's all down the road stuff. Like I said, I did that cutting, trimming, folding on the wheel wells. I put another throttle position sensor in, and I'm also working on these. These center caps are going to be going on the Ford Thunderbird stock steel wheels. Then, those stock steel wheels with those dog disc center caps, after I paint the wheels red, are going on the Cherokee. So it'll be an exact replica of the RC Cherokee. Granted, yes, I have to get the flare steer, which I'm going to put the flares on. Maybe I'll buy the flares. I don't know yet, but I'll mount the flares up a little higher. I'll have to relocate the washer box because the washer fluid bottle is right here in the fender. I got to figure out what I got to do with that. But so I'm not in a hurry right now to do the flares, but I'm going to buy them and then store them aside for now until I figure out what I'm going to do with the AC, figure out what I'm going to do with the washer box, the windshield washer fluid bottle. If I could find a smaller one, maybe stick in here and hook up in here, good. If not, I got to do something else. But it's a long piece, and I don't think if I reuse that one, it's going to fit in here generally. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do there, and then go from there. But that's after, down the road. For now, I got these. Now, when I got these, I bought them off the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, fairly locally, and somebody had painted these, all four, as you can see and evident with this one. I'm working now with gun cleaner, spray gun cleaner, and paint thinner, and a red Scotch pad to clean these up the best I can, all the paint off of them. Then from there, I plan to repolish all of these back to a brand, or as new or nice enough of a finish as I can get them, and then I will reuse them from there. But yeah, so that's that. We're gonna keep going on this one so I can get that done a little bit better sooner than later, and then move our way to start polishing. As you can see, trying to keep it wet while I go around and hit all the edges with the red Scotch-Brite. Yes, some people, you might say the red Scotch-Brite might be a little too aggressive, but in the case with this one, there's a lot of paint like this, and I'm just going to polish it out anyway. A red Scotch-Brite's going to work fine, especially for what I'm going to do with them and what I'm expecting out of them. I don't care. They're going to have a little bit of, you can see the little dots, corrosion right there. You can see them, the corrosion like that on them. It's going to show you what you got, so you know exactly what you're polishing out after. But again, my Jeep's not perfect, so these aren't going to need to be perfect. If they shine up nice and they look good, that's all right by me. But I'm going to keep it all. Start to see we're getting somewhere here. I want to keep the stuff on there, paint thinner or the gun cleaner, so it keeps soaking into the metal and loosening the paint while I scuff it off. And I have not decided yet on whether I want to go back and paint all these little in here areas like this one has from the factory with the black on the inside and inside here or whatnot. I did buy Jeep emblem stickers. They're going to come right into the center here and cover the crown. So it'll say Jeep in here instead of saying the Ford crown. But anyway, yeah, I don't know yet whether I'm going to just leave them silver and chrome in here, or the aluminum in here, or if I'm going to redo them, if I'm going to redo them black. Have not decided yet. But yeah, this is the process. It's slow, tedious, time-consuming, and a pain in the butt. But the outcome is always nice. But I'm going to keep at this here, and I'll get back to you. I'll get back to y'all. All right. Now, that we have all 4 cleaned off, now is the time portion where we try our luck with buffing. So I got my wheel over here. I'm gonna snap one at a time on, throw it on my little table here, and get the polishing. That way they don't walk around and move on me while I'm trying to hit them with the buffer. So we'll set myself up, and then I'll be right back with you guys and gals. All right, what we got here, I'm gonna try out is 3M's step 1 for machine compound. And I'm gonna try this with the miniature buffer at first, because I know it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get the little buffer in here. But we'll see what happens. And this is working. Right in the eye. Let me show you what's going on here. Well, this is so far, you can see a little bit here starting to shine up a little bit. Coming back a little bit, but it's not quite what this one is. But I think another hit or two with the compound, it should get this a lot closer to that. Then we'll polish it up after. I think technically, since these aren't bad, I'll just polish these, but these I'm gonna have to compound one more time. This way it'll save me a little bit of time, since these are in a little bit better condition. But I'll save these 2 to the side, and then this one and this one I'll hit again. But yep. Mm-hmm. Getting there. Definitely getting there. That is just jet black. Yeah. Polished. I'll pound out the next one. And then on to polish. Bam. Ooh-wee. Alright. I'll catch back up with y'all. Alright, now we're breaking out the big guns. Step 2, polish. Now when I get home, I'm going to as well, which won't be seen in this video, but eventually I'm going to hit these at home with another polish called All Metal. I think All Metal or something like, no, not the Bond, but never mind. But something else. There's another machine type of polish. It's made specifically for stainless steel and aluminum like that. That polishes it up nice. But check this out. I'd say that's not too bad for what I got going on here. So they do have some dings and dents in them. They're not perfect. So they're gonna be perfect for me for what I want out of them. I'm happy. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna polish these two up now lightly, just a quick pass over them, and then that's gonna be that. Eventually, I'll have to get through in here and redo all these on the here and whatnot. But yeah,